Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahusha,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Raquakadah.
Barakadash.
Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Salutations to Yakians out there pushing the truth and sincerity and using your body as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures say. Salutations to the hopeful elect and you women out there that listen in silence, as the scriptures say. This is Children of the Light with another open forum. Kara,
Yo, can
You
I?
sure? You sure?
Urala.
Khan. So I'm gonna start off with the you want me to start off with the Taiwan not included in the itinerary video?
Yeah, because we we spoke last week about Russia and informed y'all on what was going on, why it was going on, how it was going on. And towards the end of our segment from last week, we spoke about Moab being a washpot. I think that's Psalm 68 or 69 to 20, and the economics and the controversy that can come from China and having a lot of its hands on the goods of America due to glass ceiling, which goes back to your guy Bill Clinton. So now we here, and we'll let the videos catch you guys up. We just chose another light, shining the light through spirit and power, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And we always give honor to our apostles and all you archives out there who, been doing a hell of a job, because I sure been watching. The archives been heating their ass up all over the country too, cooking.
Salakia, because I think the audio only coming through my headphones. So bear with me. Was y'all able to hear that?
Nah. Nope.
Okay, Khan. Thank you.
Leading a congressional delegation to the Indo-Pacific region. The tour has been confirmed by her office in a statement which states that Pelosi will be visiting Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. Now, what is interesting is that in this statement released by her office, there is no mention of her proposed visit or even a stopover in Taiwan, which has been the cause of tightening tensions between the United States and China in the last 3 weeks. The 6-member Democrat delegation plans to hold high-level talks in these nations, where their focus will be on issues such as mutual security, economic partnership, and also democratic governance in the region. The talks will also cover issues such as trade, climate crisis, and human rights. Moreover, Singapore's foreign ministry has confirmed Pelosi's delegation will visit the country on the 1st and the 2nd of August, with meetings that are scheduled with President Halima Yaakob and Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong.
President earlier in his term talked about a strong emphasis on the Asian Pacific. He has visited there, as Vice President's visited there, the Secretary of Commerce and others, and we want the Congress of the United States to be part of that initiative. Of course, as a West Coast person, we see the Pacific as that's our home. We're part of that as well. That is not to diminish the importance of our transatlantic relationships as well.
All of this, of course, comes amidst the rising tensions between the United States and the Chinese administration due to earlier reports that Nancy Pelosi, in fact, plans to visit Taiwan, which is a self-ruled island which China considers is a renegade province that it wants to reunite as a part of its One China policy. On Thursday, the American President Joe Biden and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping held a pretty tense and a pretty long phone call that lasted for well over 2 hours, in which the two agreed to schedule their first in-person summit. Last time the two leaders had spoken was in the month of March, which was shortly after Russia began its invasion of Ukraine. The disagreements over Taiwan clouded the conversation. The Chinese President Xi Jinping warned Biden against playing with fire over Taiwan. In a statement, the Chinese media has quoted Xi Jinping and has said that
All right, we ain't got to play the whole thing because they're going to play with politics.
Yeah, Khan.
But you
Yeah,
want to,
so
before you play the next one, you want to give them like a little rough draft of what just happened?
yeah, Khan. Basically what happened was over the last week or so, she was planning a trip to Taiwan. You know, to a diplomat having did that over 25 years. You know, to support with the invasion from China. But in short, China warned them, you take your ass over there, you're gonna shoot a plane out the sky. So when the information came back, she tried to act like she didn't she was never told, she never heard of that from the president or anybody else. It was a press conference that was held. She said that was her first time hearing it. And then within another week cycle, here's this video saying that the visiting Taiwan is not even included in the itinerary, which makes the Americans look weak in front of the other nations, I'm not gonna go any further than that.
Yeah, because we got one more player up before we go in on y'all ass. Because y'all being cooked, y'all being exposed, y'all skirt being shown.
And as people struggle to get the care they need, J.B. Pritzker increased funding from. Moving on for now to North Korea. What's brewing there? Let me first show you some images. This man you see right here needs no introduction, and the woman next to him is North Korea's first lady. Standing next to her husband, who stands with his eyes shut in some of those images, as the couple sang the national anthem during an event marking the 69th anniversary of the 27 July Korean War armistice. Now, what looks like a very calm moment turned provocative within minutes, with Kim Jong-un's latest threat targeting Washington and Seoul. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un says his country was ready to mobilize its nuclear deterrence in any future clash with the United States and South Korea. He threatened to wipe out South Korean forces with nuclear weapons in the event of a confrontation. Kim also alleged the new South Korean government of President Yoon Suk-yeol is led by confrontation maniacs, quote unquote, and gangsters, who have gone further than the previous South Korean conservative government. The attitude, Washington and Seoul are bringing the Korean Peninsula to the brink of war. The warning comes as Seoul and Washington prepare for their first large-scale joint military exercises in 4 years. This year's exercises, to be held in late August and early September, will include joint aircraft carrier strike drills and amphibious landing training. Earlier this week, the U.S. military held live fire drills.
Right. Now, just to slow it down a little bit, because I don't know if they caught it, and then as you can see what's going on. But the lady said that Kim Jong-un told everybody that this is not the same government that it used to be. He now have guys around him that are wolves and that are gangster, and they ready and itching for a fight, and they want to use these weapons. I don't know if y'all heard that part when she said that. And that's why I'm like, yeah, they reset everything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wish I put the hooks in Russia's mouth. Shit, man, everybody ready, man. Dang, I got so many scriptures. Okay. Y'all want to let this play further?
I'm going to take it back just a couple of seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
First, large-scale joint military exercises in 4 years. This year's exercise, quote unquote, and gangsters, who have gone further than the South Korean government of President Yoon Suk-yeol is led by confrontation maniacs, quote unquote, and gangsters, who have gone further than the previous South Korean conservative government. The attitude, Washington and Seoul are bringing the Korean Peninsula to the brink of war. The warning comes as Seoul and Washington prepare for their first large-scale joint military exercises in
Yeah, he was saying South Korea was government was being ran by some gangsters, but
What happened?
the spirit is still stirred up on these other nations though, you know, because they ready for some confrontation, you know.
Yeah, that's why he had to get those with that mindset. Because now, you know what I'm saying, everybody ready now. It's a changing of the mindset, which is change of the spirit. That's why the Rala, you want to go ahead real fast?
Isaiah.
Yeah, the Isaiah then the proverb. Show
Okay.
them how the spirit convert they have.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, the multitude noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle."
See that? That's how we shot. He mustering up the host of a battle. Saying, all right, I want y'all to come on and get ready.
This is verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation for the whole.
That steel frame right there, that's the weapons of the indignation that come from afar.
Verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as the Almighty. Therefore, all hands.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Because we know it goes.
Proverbs.
Right, God. And that's why they call
21 and 1.
21 and 1.
That's why they call him Lord of Sabaoth, you know, Lord of all the armies, Lord of armies, war, military, you know, Lord of hosts, you know, all the armies are the Lord.
It's Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. It said, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, whithersoever he will."
Yeah, and that's what y'all witnessing. Y'all witnessing Yahweh Bashem Yahushua prepare the nations and let the weak say I'm strong. Y'all witnessing this. Y'all witnessing the end of Esau system. Okay, y'all, my bad. Somebody got some.
Joel 3 and 10. I'm gonna start at Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your prune hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what's happening, you know, these nations that wouldn't have jumped out of pocket, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, you know, they doing big boy talk, you know, standing up to big America like a man, chest out, you know. And then I got another precept, if I may. This is Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is a man of war. The Lord is his name. And that's why he's Lord of hosts, Sabaoth, because he's the Lord of all armies, all military might, you know. To go back on what Yerala read, you know, the king's mind is in his hands, you know what I'm saying? So all of this is the play of the Lord, man.
The Rala, I mean, Yashar, he got his mic. Okay, he got it on. Can I get a Revelation 9 and 12?
Current. Book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 12. It says, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
And we walking right into the midst of them. That third world war, because we already came out the second one. They just celebrated the 50-year anniversary. And so you down to the last couple men standing around for that shit. And we already here. So as I see the veterans walking past and the kids of the veterans, I remind them on what they father and them have been telling them about, and why it's here, and it's sounding off right again.
You want me to
Yeah,
keep
I'm
going?
sorry, 13, yeah, 13, I'm sorry.
9 and 13.
Yeah.
Fucking kids, man. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God. Oh, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men.
So that's the ICBM missiles, or the supersonic, and that's why North Korea boasting and basically let y'all know they on the motherfucking map, nigga, and they shit mobile. You was just talking that shit, talking about ha, he the rocket man, he can't even make it from out of his atmosphere. Now not only he got it, but he mobile with it. And that was Trump that said that. Can I get real quick? I need two, but Revelation 11:14 and Isaiah 13:10.
Okay. That's a Revelation 13, 14. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were
See,
great."
we in completion. It's completion mode.
This is and there were great voices in heaven saying, "The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever." It says, "And the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped the Most High." You want me keep going?
I'm sorry.
You want me keep going on it?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say we need to interlude that Isaiah 63 and 3. Because Esau gotta also do the chipping party too. You ain't just finna roll us into the end, and then the Star Wars happen. Y'all gotta starve to death too.
Is it 62 and 3?
Yeah. Is that the one about the no, damn. Hold on, I gotta check. It's been minutes since I did that. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go look myself. Man, I ain't even got it in this one. No, we scratch that if y'all got some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all can scratch that. Bounce back here.
I got I was just setting up a precept, waiting on because like you said, we just can't jump straight into the Star Wars because we got to go through the motions, you know. We got to go through the Jacob trouble, and then like you said, the sea hipping party, the potato chip party,
Well, we can do the second Exodus 16 and 68. Man, the
You said second Ezra 16:28, 68.
Yeah, 1668.
I got you. Let me go to it. This book of second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 68. And it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols."
Right. That great multitude is the the troops, the UN troops, these special paramilitary groups that they got, like Blackwater, and these hired guards.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Verse 69, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden
Right.
underfoot."
Right. Just like y'all consented with that vaccine. So they already did a test run.
Yeah, I was about to say, just like how they finna consent to the Pringles chips.
Yeah,
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, see, so you ain't gonna be able to fake your way out of this.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then they shall be known.
And that's through those executive orders.
I finished it at 74. Then they shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Those who have the right name and the true protection, it's gonna be shown. Because right now we got all these splintering groups and all these different breakdowns. It's gonna be known then.
Now in that verse 74, it says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same."
Right now, the days of trouble are at hand, meaning right now. Why you think we on here every week covering our behind, trying to kiss the sun so he won't be angry, per se?
Oh shit! Yeah, that was a 7.
No. You can write that to the end because it's finna talk about.
It says, verse 75: "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is your God."
See that? That's who's guiding us in this world. He gave us the Comforter, which is the light. And you're supposed to be shining your light and applying this knowledge in this wicked and adulterous world. Because we around, he said he sent us out as what? Sheep among wolves. So be ye what? Wise as serpents.
This is doves.
Right. But you got to learn this shit and apply it.
And verse 76
you see what Sakari doing. He now just going full-fledged nigga mode. He now just doing breakdowns of why this rapper got killed and why his guy got. I'm like, see, it didn't take long. I said it didn't take long.
Verse 76, "And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord."
See that? God. And the guide of them, not nobody who just talking about their Israelite. No, the guide of them that keep my commandments and my precepts. Yeah. So hell no, you can't have sex and go through the Sabbath day of Passover, none of that.
And he's not talking about Christians either. Motherfucker,
no, because no, hell no, you can't eat pork, nigga.
Right. Like I was walking through the mall, they had the 10 Commandments on a fucking statue poster, and I'm like, motherfucker, that nah, y'all.
Right, it's right. It's 613.
But verse 76, And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord
Right.
God.
And the God of them that keep my commandments and precepts. Not just because you are Israelite and you found out, yeah, okay.
Right, Khan.
Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not
See
your
that?
iniquities
Let
lift up
not your sins weigh you down. Because I know men that go into that, woe is me. I can't get 100% right, so I ain't gonna be playing. Now you bullshit.
Khan.
Right. And let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Right, but don't become a super criminal around this motherfucker. Waxing into super rap mode, and man, y'all see them. Y'all know the people around y'all that's
Yeah,
waxing more and more into these bullshit ass spirits.
that black conscience shit too.
Yeah, all of it. All of it.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is
Right,
covered
y'all hear
with,
that?
is
Right,
covered
y'all
over
hear
with
that?
bush.
So those of y'all who ain't trying to get right, you ain't trying to work out your salvation, you ain't trying to keep the laws, you ain't trying to go teach nothing, then shit, this for you.
I got a quick precept. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13, it says, whoso despise the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandments is rewarded. Plainly speaking.
Finishing up verse 77, it says, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed and is cast into fire to be consumed therewith.
Right, you the person that put on this knowledge, so you symbolically, you naked, you don't have this knowledge. And you know, you can't make nobody right. You know, you ain't no lively stone. You just a bush that if a nigga come mess with you, he gonna get had nothing but thorns and messed up. So you ain't right. So you going into the ICBM missile.
It's Proverbs 21 and 16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. That go back to what the brother Yawkanan just broke down, man. You ain't got the knowledge and y'all ass going off, so y'all gonna die with the rest. That was it.
Okay. In that case, then you do an equal opportunity. So this Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And that's nothing but that RFID chip, that digital currency and the reset that's coming, that everybody act like they forgot about. You will be a part of the reset. The reset. Okay. My bad, y'all. So what else we had going on? You want to show them the lady who the elephant stomped on and came back and stomped that bitch again?
Oh, Khan.
I said, man, y'all tripping. That's all. See, judgment. It's time for judgment time.
God.
And then, you know, it's funny because you look at some of these articles, they say the elephant trampled, like you know how you go into the article, like how you gonna look it up, but they had the search already up here. Say the elephant killed woman twice, and it was just funny because it's like he already stumped ass out, then he come and stump ass out again. Like that's crazy.
They're gonna finish him.
Yeah. And this is Ecclesiastes 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. The elephant got the death angel put on. He said, finish her. It said, they shall rejoice in his commandments. And to tell you that the elephant rejoiced in the commandments, he doubled back. And they shall be ready upon earth. And this happened on earth with us. When need is, and the time came, and the elephant took care of that motherfucking business. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the Lord said, go get that bitch twice. How about that? Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. And Akim, this for us. All the works of the Lord are good. So we don't want to hear what nobody else got to say. And he will give every needful thing in due season. And it was needful time for that bitch to get stomped out. And that's why, and that's how you know our power is a black man, because that's the type of shit we would like say and talk about, like how I can put a theme to it. Man, he just made sure that bitch got stomped out. Shit, stomped that bitch out.
Show you they followed the rest.
I'm sorry. That's some project shit right there.
Nah, to show you that the animals like stay in their order, because it said they feed the wrath of him that made them. You know, so shit, you know, that elephant was like, man, look, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. I'm gonna do it 2 times. Shit.
Right. Because the animals, well, same thing. The animals, nature, they're in their right state of mind. It don't matter. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that. For the time they shall be well approved. And therefore praise ye the Lord with the whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of the Lord. So there y'all go. Anybody got something on it? Or
I want to read a little bit. It says, elephant kills 70-year-old woman, then returns to trample her corpse at the funeral in India. And yeah, that's oh, it said it all right here in the top title. We ain't have to go find detail, but yeah. And it's not only the animal incident that's been going on lately. It's been other incidents that's been going on with the animals.
Just to touch up on what y'all Kanan said, what was the verse which said there's been spirits created for vengeance? Not just with animals, but a lot of these niggas, which we already know, we got hella rappers that's gonna die in the last 2 to 3 years. But even small shit like the rap nigga Lil Durk, when he was on stage and they shot that little firework out the little display and it hit him dead in the fucking face and fucked his eye up. And it's like, man, like, what was it? Can you bring that scripture out one more time, y'all?
Which one? Oh, okay. Ecclesiastes 39 and
yeah, because for him to have something to happen like that on a national stage, it's like nigga, you got rank, like you got pool, you got money, you a millionaire, and you got shit happening to this like on your national stage, as if you always shot making fools of these niggas, man, making clowns of these niggas. Yeah, having certain things happen to them.
Yeah, kind of. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
And that's exactly why that nigga caught a firework. All them fucking tattoos, your whole body covered in tattoos. You a walking abomination. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, first thing they want to do is feel sad. Oh man, it's my favorite rapper. And
Yeah,
y'all shot taking control of the situation, man.
Yeah, because they pushing that. Yeah, you sure? I see exactly what you're saying. Because they pushing that wickedness, and you know, they wickedness is glorified off the image that they create to make themselves a demigod. And Yahweh shot threw a monkey wrench in that nigga shit by fucking his face up. So I see exactly what you're saying. Damn, I got one for that too. Dun, dun, dun. Shit. Nope. Job 5 and 8. It's Job 5 and 8. I got the wrong one. This well, I can use this one for first. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So he's showing you how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah control all measures of everything that's happening, whether you die, come back, almost die, or whatever. But just to go another step further, and Yeshua, you can elaborate whenever you want to. Job 5 and 18. Job 5 and 18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hand maketh whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. And that's just showing the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah again, how his father gave him all control over everything, death, life, and that's why he was doing those miracles. And that's why the Akim Yashar understand that the wicked ass Israelite got hit in the face, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah wounded that nigga. See that? You ain't always gotta die. No, nigga, that situation ain't no firecracker just hit you. No, the angel made sure you got laser beam targeted.
Yeah.
The Most High say, I wound, I kill, I wound, I heal, I kill, and I make alive. Right. So the Heavenly Father done that.
Yeah, con.
I had a precept. It's Matthew 10 and 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
When we know hell is the pit, the ground, the missiles,
And that's self-explanatory. Talking about the Most High. Don't fear what man can do to you. You got to fear what the Most High can do. He can obliterate your whole spirit. Like, man, that's worse than getting shot and all that shit. You know?
Right.
But Jake, like going back to Dirk, they don't have the fear of the Most High. You know, they hear this. Because not to go too far off, but Apostle Gabar brought out the video of Busy Bone exposing the industry that they actually get paid to put out those type of music to have Jake go off and fill them prison cages. They pay the rappers.
Yeah. That Crazy Bone interview.
Con.
Yeah, con.
I got a precept.
Yeah, con. That's good shit.
James chapter 1, verse 19. Hopefully my phone don't die, so I'm 2%. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. All right, we righteous men, so we gotta watch our moves and what we say out top. You know, one for not going against the laws. You know, being obedient to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And for 2, that goes back to just being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. That's what we
See that? Hit that. Wait, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. We gotta hit that one more time.
Start at verse 19.
That's what time it is. Like that's what you better be on. You better be receiving this motherfucking word. Don't be sitting on the sideline with no pom-poms, cheerleading for no nigga talking about you like they garment, you like how they speak, you like how the Edomite came and kissed their feet, you like how they got the women sitting on the side. No, you better study to show thyself approved. Nigga, your salvation life on the neck on the line. You better stop playing.
Yeah.
Work out thy salvation with fear and tremble.
Shit.
This James chapter 1 verse 19 and 21 again. Well, I go to 22, matter of fact, make emojis. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. All right. So we want to be, you know what I'm saying? We want to be real. We want to listen to everything that we can, you know, especially when we know it's knowledgeable. And we, you know, slow to speak, you know what I'm saying? Hold your tongue, because not everything should be said, you know. And slow to wrath, you know, slow to anger. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
Right.
Just go the whole part of being in the world, but not of the world.
Can't
do what these niggas do.
Can't be out here wilding out. Just you gotta have some self-governance, of self-awareness, of being circumspect, man, and applying these laws. Us Akims, you know what I'm saying? We all know that, and we hold each other to it, and so forth. By, you know, just the little situations we go through and what we tell each other. But we here to tell, you know what I'm saying, you Akims and you Aquas out there who's supposed to be doing the y'all part, but being quiet or whatever, you better do that shit.
Quick precept. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, Yahweh Hashem, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So
man, let me get that Romans 3 and 3. Man, he said that, yeah. So everything you doing, that's why the Akim Yashar had that second Esdras that said what? Don't let your sins wear them down, but don't let them lift you up.
So you got it.
You got it.
Okay. It's Romans chapter 3, verse 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall the unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Hell no, because you see them two news articles we just showed y'all ass, right? This ain't week to week. This ain't no game. See this reality. See that? This ain't no game. We all going through the matrix and playing our part. And you know what I'm saying? We see the bullshit. We see the people around us who can't see, can't hear. And man, shit.
It says, verse 4, hey, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and might
see that? Right. That I might let it as it is written. See that? Let me speak what this talking about. So I can be justified in what I'm saying. See, we justified. The apostles, they was justified. That's why when they said Cornelius was an Israelite, what happened? Justified. The RFID chip is the mark, justified. The beast, the 10 toes, the 7 heads, I hope I said it right. It's the EU and NATO, and it's happening right now, and ain't no church or nobody said nothing. They just making it seem like they over there just doing international business and I don't know what the fuck to call it. Come on, man. All these joint fucking exercises. Are y'all kidding me? Here it is. All these countries that for some odd reason can do all these joint motherfucking exercises. Y'all act like they ain't in no recessions. Y'all act like they ain't going through hardship or none of that when them conversations come up. And that's how we understand y'all controlling the narrative. But we understand that y'all can't see, y'all can't hear.
And Lucky.
Go ahead, Gus. Go ahead.
And trying to redefine what the definition of a recession is, you know? Like y'all just said.
That's funny. I ain't even get to see that, cuz that's funny.
Yeah, kind
That's
of.
funny. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny. So is that safe to say that they re-educating them right in front of them, and we even pointing out to them that why are y'all allowing people to re-educate y'all when some of y'all have credentials that I can't even take none of your tests? Why you letting these people talk to you like this? I don't get it.
Yep, that's what's happening dead in front of their face. The whole recession thing, you know. The last week they had 3 different people telling them 3 different things. Matter of fact, here's a I don't want to go off because I had a video on it as well.
No, go ahead. Because we got to slow it down. They need to see this. We updating y'all week to week. That's all.
And there are more who produce their fortunes, but not like Jack Ma. We all know these are challenging times for the global economy. Everywhere in the world, people are losing money. Many fear a recession is now unavoidable. In some countries, it is already happening. Leading economies of the world are contracting, which includes the United States. The US economy is contracting, but the US is not ready to accept that it is in recession. Let me share some numbers. In the first quarter of this financial year, the US economy contracted by how much? 1.6%. Yesterday, fresh numbers came out. This is for the last 3 months, the second quarter. The American economy has contracted again, this time by 0.9%. The US economy has contracted for 2 straight quarters. This is the definition of recession, negative growth for 2 quarters. But America refuses to accept this. It rejects the claim that a recession is here. Different officials are giving different explanations. The US Federal Reserve Chairman says, growth is slowing, that's all.
The labor market is extremely tight and inflation is much too high. So I do not think the US is currently in a recession. As I mentioned, it's true that growth is slowing.
First Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen put her own spin on this data. She too says that the US is not in a recession. Then what is it? Yellen likes to use the word weakening. She says the US economy is getting weaker.
That's a re-education, right? Face, you know. You got high position people, you know, giving you different terminologies, you know. We're not in inflation defined by the definition, but the economy is weakening. That's the education.
Most economists and most Americans have a similar definition of recession. Substantial job losses and mass layoffs, businesses shutting down, private sector activity slowing considerably, family budgets under immense strain, in sum, a broad-based weakening of our economy.
What about the president? What does Joe Biden say? How does he assess America's economy? The president is in total denial mode.
Let me speak to one other issue, GDP, and whether or not we are in a recession. Both Chairman Powell and many of the significant banking personnel and economists say we're not in a recession.
What have you heard? There is no recession. Growth is slowing. The economy is weakening. 3 different people with 3 different explanations. It doesn't change the facts, however. It is a fact that the US economy has contracted for 2 straight quarters. The US government might not declare a recession. And yes, there are different ways to assess how an economy is performing. But if you ask the people of America, they're already feeling a recession. They feel the pinch of rising prices and the rising Americans are no longer confident about their economy. Recently, a survey was conducted.
I got two. I get Job 13:4.
Okay. It's Job chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value."
Yeah, anybody can go into it.
Yeah. Boy,
You know, talking about Esau, like.
oh. It's not upright, man. You know.
Yeah. He forged your lies. He taught you what a recession was and gave you all these pointers. And now he redefined what a recession is because it don't fit his narrative now. That's what I mean by you the forger of lies, nigga. You started off with a lie on, yeah, this is what a recession is. Now it's a recession. You don't want it to be one. No, what I taught you ain't what this is.
Come.
But okay.
That was it.
Right.
That's what we're doing around here.
Right. And see the average Edomite, you know what I'm saying? They know. That's why you know, people have not been taking vacations as much, you know, cutting back, you know what I'm saying? Because scriptures say the children of this world are smarter than the children of the light in their generation. You know?
God.
They've been sitting back preparing, you know?
Yeah. They building alternatives. They opening up their own little stores, all that shit. They find the third party vendors to mess with. They getting their food from they growing it themselves on their land. They got incentives to grow their own food. Those who have land, I met them here in Seattle, like the guys in Canada. So, but you know, everything going up in fire anyways. So that's how it is, and that's how it was. Y'all shit going up in fire anyway. Sorry, folks. Because you know, we know y'all gonna try to go into y'all little dens. We understand that. We know y'all gonna try to go up into y'all cabinet getaways. We understand that. Do all that. I got something for you on that. If somebody else got something, before go ahead, but I got something on that.
Nah, as soon as you said that, I was about to say, who gonna get it first?
What happened?
Nah, as soon as you said that, I'll go ahead and grab it. It's, let's see, Isaiah chapter 53, verse 2. It says, "For he shall grow up." Oh, no. Nope. That's not it. But it was going into how the Lord will root them out the ground. He said they should dig into the ground, but he'll root them up. What they was speaking on.
Yeah, it's
when
one
they go into.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Right, them the ones too. I was trying to get the one out the Ismail, but he came on with the heat.
And Salaki on that earlier. This phone on damn 2%. I keep.
No, you know, we are. Come on, we already know what Satan. Come on, we know. Amos 9:1.
Yeah, come. Let's see.
I read it.
Come.
This Amos 9:1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, "Smite the linen of the door, that the post may shake." And that's talking about a mirror. It said, "And cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the least of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escape of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell,
yeah,
thus shall my hand take them."
So ain't no underground bunker, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. So they got all this shit. Though they climb up to heaven, thus will I bring them down.
Yeah, how they finna plan, thinking they finna go on a trip in their favorite rocket ship? No. Hold on. what the word say about that, nigga. Nah, you ain't making it up out here, nigga.
And though thou hide thyself in the top of Carmel, I will search them. I will search and take them out thus. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thus will I command a serpent, and he shall bite them.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no escape, man. Ain't getting out of it. I don't care how much technology, money, and all that shit you got, you ain't getting out of this. You may miss the destruction, but your ass still getting shackled up.
Yeah. Rala, you want to do Revelation 6 and 12? It go to 17 too.
It's Revelation chapter 6.
And then Yashar, could Yashar hear me?
Yeah. I can hear
you. You got Second Ezra's?
Which one? I mean, which chapter?
15.
Okay.
Okay. Revelation chapter 6.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, 51.
No, 6 and 12.
Okay, sloppy. So Revelation chapter 6, verse 12, it says, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And
Yeah, that's somebody see the
and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig cast fig is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven parted as a scroll when it is rolled together. Every mountain and island are moved out of their places. And
yeah, done. That's why America gonna become a desert.
It is and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
See that? Man, y'all ain't going, man. Y'all going, boy. Y'all finna get some employment. Hey, Karat. You see how we was just talking to Akim about this? They ass finna go straight to work. Y'all finna get straight to work. Don't think about nothing. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Just line up, just like y'all did us on the transatlantic slave trade. Line your monkey ass up. Y'all know the routine. Let's go. Titties out, ass popping. Let's go. But y'all titties ain't gonna be out because we keep the law. But shit, trust me, they ain't gonna weep when y'all. Come on, man. All right, y'all go ahead, y'all. Titties out.
And look, this time around, it's gonna be Deuteronomy 28:68 for real. Cause you ain't gonna have nobody to come redeem your ass.
So back in Revelation 6 and the 16, and he said to the mountains, the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne. And from the
that's Yahweh Shah. See that? They scared of Yahweh Shah, boy. Because he ain't coming back. He coming back Isaiah 63 on your ass.
This is verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Nobody.
That's it.
Nobody.
That's it. It say he gonna wear many crowns. So, no, we know shit. Go ahead, cuz, my bad.
7 and 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I would take vengeance, and I would not meet thee as a man. For the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Dang. Boy, that's that fire right there. That's that lion coming out. I'm Talking about it say he gonna travail like a he gonna cry like a travailing woman or something.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. This gonna get nasty. But
Man,
that's the yeah, and we ain't got nothing to do with it. I hear one more
Yeah, I think you
damn.
said second Esdras.
Oh, yeah. We ain't do the second Ezra?
No, I know we did 16 and 12, but I think I know you said another one. You brought it up.
No, we was good.
Oh, okay.
Because the one LeBron I was reading. Oh yeah, you're right. I sure did.
Yeah.
Why it just popped back in my mind, like, damn, where I get that precept from? Shit. Damn, you're right. What was it? 15 and something?
I believe I just heard the second Esdras.
Yeah. I said that second Ezra 15. Hold on, let me look. Shit.
Okay.
You're right. We moving fast. I said 15 and 50 something.
I got you.
Oh, okay. 56. Ooh, that's a good catch, boy.
I'm about to have to shoot right to it. Second
Boy, that's a good catch. This right here gonna finish him. That was the spirit. Start at 52 then. If we're gonna do it like that, because we talking to these because the beginning of the video was Moab and Ammon. So this for you Moab and Ammon who think y'all next, like that shit slick, and this for you Edomites too.
This book of Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 52 to 56. Would I with jealousy have?
No, you can take that to the
jealousy. Okay, fine. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord? If thou hast not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thine hands, and saying over their dead, when thou wast drunken, set forth the beauty of thy countenance. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy younger shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and eat their own blood. For very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
America cannibalism. Whole freeze. Kara, hit them with the cannibalism. We ain't missing nothing. We ain't playing. Show them how that's coming back this week. This week, that's what was going on. We giving y'all play by play. Cannibalism coming back. Y'all like to eat that chicken and dance and twerk, and y'all making all these snaps where y'all eating and y'all dancing, or y'all gonna be having snap parties where y'all eating people and dancing to it.
Right.
Straight up, think it's a game. Meanwhile, we gonna eat, we gonna drink. See that? Meanwhile, what about you? But what about me?
What Screw say? We gonna be laughing at Calamity.
Come on, girl. Yeah, he already know it.
There's an article from
It's
the New York Times.
Job 5 and my bad, Korah. Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in a war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scorch of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for they shall be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Right. So when we walking around, the wild animals and stuff seeing us, right, they gonna know. Oh, he like Noah. He got the that dread put on them of us. Nah, we ain't touching that. But that's okay. But that goes to what the Akim Korah said when he said we gonna laugh, like he ain't just making nothing up, like that's in the scripture.
That was your shot. Yep.
Continue with the second Ezra.
Hold on real quick. Did you get it, cuz?
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. No, okay then. Korah, you can go ahead and finish because he finna put. Oh shit, he already got it.
It says this is New York Times. A taste of cannibalism. A spat, recent stomach churning books, TV shows, and films suggest we've never looked so delicious to another. And just to show you that they putting it into all the images and stuff is because it's to sink into your psyche, your subconscious. That's why I pulled up the predictive programming definition, you know, which is a theory of brain function in which the brain is consistently generating and updating a mental model of the environment. You know, so this is a mental model for your environment soon to come. You know. And this had got a lot of feedback and a lot of shock into the community. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's talking about it. Look, even ABC News. You know, cannibalism is rare today, but it still exists. You know. Oh, so like that was from 2012. There it is right here. See, medical news today. Hey, y'all want me to elaborate on this or the article's enough?
Yeah. Con. That's good. Shit, you know, we put it out there. Y'all got it now. Don't act like we just fear mongering, you know, or something.
Right, con.
I'm trying to think of one. Matthew.
Go ahead, Yashar. You can go ahead and finish that last little bit. Yeah, con, yeah. Because they kids, they're gonna eat their own kids, drink their own blood.
Just a little bit more. Start right there. Verse 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water, like the icon just brought out.
Right, you can eat your own kid and drink your own piss.
Thou as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again. And in the passage they shall rush on the idol city and shall destroy some portion of thy land and consume part of thy glory. And shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. And thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire, and shall consume thee in thy cities, thy land, thy mountains, all thy woods, and thy fruitful trees.
Right, see that? Everything finna get burnt up. So you want to show them they computer generated last selfie cuz they gonna do? Korah, you can go ahead and finish that.
And thy fruitful trees shall they burn up with fire. Last verse, thy children shall they carry away captive. And look, what thou hast, they shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face.
Dang.
And that also goes into what verse is it? That goes into I can't even find it. But yeah, that wasn't. But yeah, that was right there. But I was just saying that goes into Isaiah 47:1 when it tells Babylon to come sit down in the dust.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah,
glory is gone.
Yeah, Khan. That's it. There's no throne for thee. Khan. That's exactly where we at.
This is the AI's prediction of what the last selfies on the earth would look like. Are total nightmare fuel. what's coming. This is what's on the horizon, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we've
So
been
there y'all
warning
go.
like Ezekiel said, you know, we've been warning our people, and we definitely have been telling the other nations their judgment, man. You know.
Fine. Yeah, and because of that, oh damn. Let me get this real quick. I know y'all about ready because I gotta make a move. This second Exodus, second Exodus 2:42. I Ezra saw upon Mount Zion a great people who I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man. Anybody can break it down. A young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their head he set crowns, and was more exalted.
Yahushua, he set the crowns on the head of the elect.
And was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on immortality, and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Right, those are the ones that escape the second death. That's the elect, you know.
Then said, go ahead, cuz. No. I'll be quiet whenever, like anytime you, whoever doing the breakdown, anytime you talking, the reader automatically got to be quiet. He can't override it unless you give him the order to well, keep going. And that's because you wanted him to.
Yeah, those are the ones that got victory over the beast, man. You know, that were changed in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye. I think it's 1 Corinthians 15 and 56. You know, that's the elect.
Second Exodus 2:45. I answered and said unto me, These be they that put off the mortal clothing and put on immortality, and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hand? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So that's what we at, buddies.
People say he that endured to the end shall be saved.
God, there we go. There we go.
And that's the vision.
Right.
Brought out.
And just remember.
So for Sakari, you know I'm gonna get on like that name. So for Sakari to come out and say, Elder Todd need to retire, motherfuckers better start watching this dude and remembering what the fuck he be saying when he's saying that slick shit out his mouth. Because he leading you to your destruction. And I know he know better because I've been in longer than him. And I know he fucking know better. And I know he know what he's saying when he's saying what he's saying. Because nigga, I'm watching you.
Period. Let them both fit together. This is James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, had promised to them that love him.
There we go. There we go. We ain't playing with this. This ain't nothing to play with.
That's what the Lord told Peter. If you love me, you will feed my sheep, right?
There we go. Not make merchandise out of them.
So with that being said, anybody got anything else to bring out? All right, closing, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Yahweh.
41.